Chris was like, let's make out, and I was like, okay. And then we weren't friends anymore. Hello YouTube. Today is mine and Casey's 3-year wedding anniversary. Do you know I've been married to your mum for 3 years? 3 years of marriage, and we've got one of these. I think it's time to get a second one. Do you need one of those?
It's good. So we just ate sushi for lunch. Our plan today is to hit up 3 food spots that we like, because it's our
favorite food stores.
Yeah, our favorite food stores, because we've been married for 3 years, so we're going to hit 3 of them up. Sushi was my choice, the next choice is Casey's, and then the third choice is dessert.
Oh my god.
Can you believe we've been married for 3 years?
No.
Can you believe we have a kid?
No.
Wow. Can you believe it's time to have a second kid?
Yes. I was ready to have a second kid like 4 months ago.
We figured what better day than today to tell the story of how we met. It's going to be in a nutshell, it's not going to be all the details because we're too full and this isn't going to be a full explanation, but still. We met in September 2012?
12, yeah.
2012 in Durham.
And Chris was working at a bar. I was going to a bar one night shortly after I moved to England. I decided I was going to make some local English friends, and that's when me and Chris met.
I remember specifically it was a Wednesday that we met, because I used to do this thing called Wolfpack Wednesdays where we would all drink whiskey and go out and pretend we were wolves and drink whiskey. Wolfpack Wednesday.
Because wolves drink whiskey.
Yeah. Me and a bunch of my friends back in England. And when I met her, I was actually in the bar drinking with my friends in the bar that I worked, but she didn't know that at the time.
The interaction was, I went over to make friends, and Chris was like the meanest friend in the group, and he like wanted nothing to do with making friends, and he told me to leave them alone multiple times. He was just really mean. So mean that like when we finally like exchanged numbers, I saved his number in my friend's phone as Chris the asshole. Teething wafers. What are you saying? What are you saying? It's talking, huh?
Just to take a little detour from our story. I know we said that we want to have another kid sometime soon, but it doesn't mean we need to buy new car seats and strollers when our baby is still a baby.
We're not buying anything. We're
You just tried to buy a car seat and now you're trying to buy another stroller.
I just wanted to look at it. Relax. Oh, this is cool. Look at these handles. Why are you laughing?
Well, look at the kid.
Dude, oh gosh.
To get back to our story, in all fairness, I was a bit of a jerk when I first met Case, but I'd also had drunk a full bottle of whiskey to myself, and I was out with all my friends. I wasn't really trying to talk to any girls or anything like that. We were just trying to hang out and have a good time. However, 2 days later, I was back at work and she was in the bar again, and I think she was stalking me. No, she wasn't. She was out with her friends. She happened to remember or recognize me from the night before, or 2 nights before, and we ended up talking after that.
Of all the ways to die, getting eaten by a pigeon, and then having to wait for the stomach acid to kill you. Not cool. Not cool at all. So this was like the only place that me and my friends really knew where to go out to yet, because we had only lived there for like 4 days. And then so we went out there like a few days in a row. So then I saw Chris when he was actually working and not just drinking at the place. And then we were hanging out. It was kind of like a dead time. There was like not a lot of people in the bar. And then my friends were like, all right, we're leaving. We're gonna go to some other place. And I was like, or maybe they were going home. I don't remember. But then I was like, oh, right. Well, me and Chris were talking. Then they were like over, because there was like nothing really happening there at the bar. Literally, there was probably like 15 people in there. So then they were like, all right, we're leaving. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here and keep talking.
So we talked for the rest of the night, and she ended up staying a couple of hours after our friends left. I got to talk to her and actually get to know her, and I guess it turned out that we both liked talking with each other, so we arranged to go out for breakfast the next morning, I think it was. We went to, It was up the hill from where I worked. I think it was called Varsity. We went and got English breakfast. I don't think Casey had one before, so we went and got that. Hung out, and then from there, pretty much every day at some point, I would see her and we go get coffee or we go get food and we get to know each other better. And first off, we had a friendship. There was no romance in it to begin with. I knew that I liked her almost immediately. Look at her, she's beautiful, you know? And she was very charming. And she was a little bit more shy in England than she is now. I guess because she didn't really know very many people, and I found that quite endearing.
This is my 3-year anniversary dinner. Chris's 3-year anniversary dinner. It's good.
We're hitting about 3 favorite food spots today.
We met in September. We basically, after the first like week or so, started hanging out like every day, and then we're friends for like a few weeks, and then, you know, Chris was like, let's make out, and I was like, okay. And then we weren't friends anymore. And so then in December I went on a trip with my friend Miriam, and then Chris came and met us in Amsterdam, and we spent New Year's together, and then like from then on we were basically together. Like, I love you together. I don't know when we decided we were gonna get married and stuff, but we went to, I know by April we were like planning on getting married, because then we went to Greece together, and then at the end of April was my birthday, and that's when we moved back to America. And then in June then we got married. December to June, that's when we, sometime in there we decided no, December to April, sometime in there we decided we were going to get married. And then we didn't know we were going to get married in June. We thought we were going to get married in the next December, following December on New Year's, but things just, you know,
That's a story for another time.
had to go a certain way. So hope you liked our how we met story. If you want to hear more stories and see more cute babies, subscribe and watch tomorrow. Thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao. We're going to Dairy Queen. You'll probably see that too. Third and final favorite food place of the day, marination. Chris,
Yeah.
I see you.
However, now I find myself in a dilemma, because it is a good job, full-time with benefits, which you can't complain about at all. However, the job I interviewed for last week is the job I really want, and this was like the backup job, just in case I don't get the first job. Today is our wedding anniversary. We've been married for 2 years, and Casey just said it'd be weird to watch this vlog back next year because we'll have a baby. I'm like, I'm freaking out. I need to get my cool back. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited to be a dad, but it's kind of like really a huge deal that this time next year we're going to have a little baby on our 3rd year anniversary.